Athens is a consolidated city county in the U.S. state of Georgia, in the northeastern part of the state, comprising the former city of Athens proper and Clarke County. The University of Georgia, the state's flagship public research university, is located in this college town, and contributed to its initial growth. In 1991, after a vote the preceding year, the original city abandoned its charter to form a unified government with Clarke County, referred to collectively as Athens-Clarke County. As of the 2010 census, the consolidated city-county had a total population of 115,452. All of Clarke County had a population of 116,714. Athens is the fifth largest city in Georgia, and the principal city of the Athens-Clarke County, Georgia Metropolitan Statistical Area, which had a population of 192,541 as of the 2010 census. Athens-Clarke County has the smallest geographical area of a county in Georgia. History. In the late 18th century, a trading settlement on the banks of the Oconee River called Cedar Shoals stood where Athens is located today. On January 27, 1785, the Georgia General Assembly granted a charter by Abraham Baldwin for the University of Georgia as the first state-supported university. 16 years later, in 1801, a committee from the university's Board of Trustees selected a site for the university on a hill above Cedar Shoals in what was then Jackson County. On July 25, John Milledge, one of the trustees and later governor of Georgia, bought 633 acres from Daniel Easley and donated it to the university. Milledge named the surrounding area Athens after the city that was home to the Academy of Plato and Aristotle in Greece. The first buildings on the University of Georgia campus were made from logs. The town grew as lots adjacent to the college were sold to raise money for the additional construction of the school. By the time the first class graduated from the university in 1804, Athens consisted of 3 homes, 3 stores and a few other buildings facing Front Street, now known as Broad Street. Completed in 1806 and named in honor of Benjamin Franklin, Franklin College was the University of Georgia's and the City of Athens' first permanent structure. This brick building is now known as Old College. Athens officially became a town in December 1806 with a government made up of a 3-member commission. The university continued to grow, as did the town, with cotton mills fueling the industrial and commercial development. Athens became known as the Manchester of the South after the city in England known for its mills. In 1833 a group of Athens businessmen led by James Camac, tired of their wagons getting stuck in the mud, built one of Georgia's first railroads, the Georgia, connecting Athens to Augusta by 1841, and to Marthasville by 1845. During the American Civil War, Athens became a significant supply center when the New Orleans Armory was relocated to what is now called the Shakopee Building. Fortifications can still be found along parts of the North Oconee River between College and Oconee St. In addition, Athens played a small part in the ill-fated Stoneman Raid when a skirmish was fought on a site overlooking the Middle Oconee River near what is now the Old Macon Highway. As in many southern towns, there is a Confederate memorial. It is located on Broad Street, near the University of Georgia Arch. During Reconstruction, Athens continued to grow. The form of government changed to a mayor-council government with a new city charter on August 24, 1872, and Captain Henry B. Use became the first mayor of Athens. Henry B. Use was instrumental in the rapid growth of the city after the Civil War. After holding the position of mayor he worked in the railroad industry and helped to bring railroads to the region, creating growth in many of the surrounding communities. Freed slaves moved to the city. Many were attracted by the new centers for education such as the Freedmen's Bureau. This new population was served by 3 black newspapers, the Athens Blade, the Athens Clipper, and the Progressive Era. In the 1880s, as Athens became more densely populated, city services and improvements were undertaken. The Athens Police Department was founded in 1881 and public schools opened in fall of 1886. Telephone service was introduced in 1882 by the Bell Telephone Company. Transportation improvements were also introduced with a street paving program beginning in 1885 and streetcars, pulled by mules, in 1888. By its centennial in 1901, Athens was a much-changed city. A new city hall was completed in 1904. An African-American middle class and professional class grew around the corner of Washington and Hull Streets, known as the Hot Corner, where the Morton Building was constructed in 1910. The theater at the Morton Building hosted movies and performances by black musicians such as Louis Armstrong, Cab Calloway, and Duke Ellington. In 1907, aviation pioneer Ben T. Epps became Georgia's first pilot on a hill outside town that would become the Athens-Ben Epps Airport. Athens got its first tall building in 1908 with the 7-story Southern Mutual Insurance Company building. During World War II, the U.S. Navy built new buildings and paved runways to serve as a training facility for naval pilots. In 1954, the U.S. Navy chose Athens as the site for the Navy Supply Corps School. The school was located in Normaltown in the buildings of the old Normal School. The school closed in 2011 under the base realignment and closure process. The 56-acre site is now home to the GHS-UGA Medical Partnership, the UGA College of Public Health, and other health-related programs. In 1961, Athens witnessed part of the civil rights movement when Charlene Hunter and Hamilton Holmes became the first 2 black students to enter the University of Georgia. 3 years later, a gas station attendant and member of the KKK followed Black Army Reserve officer Lemuel Penn out of town and murdered him in Madison County near Colbert, Georgia. This received national attention. Despite the Brown v. Board of Education Supreme Court ruling in 1954, the Athens-Clarke County School District remained segregated until 1964, when Athens High School admitted 2 African American students. Geography. According to the United States Census Bureau, the balance has a total area of 118.2 square miles, of which 117.8 square miles is land and 0.5 square miles is water. Athens lies within the humid subtropical climate zone, with hot, humid summers and mild to moderately cold winters. Annual rainfall averages 49.7 inches. Light to moderate snowfall can occur in winter. In the spring, frequent thunderstorms can sometimes become severe, even producing tornadoes. The city itself sits on a series of anomalous hills, unique to the Piedmont region. Climate, neighborhoods. Demographics. As of the census of 2000, there were 100,266 people, 39,239 households, and 19,344 families residing in the city. The population density was 851.5 people per square mile. There were 41,633 housing units at an average density of 353.6 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city was 64.71% white, 27.37% black or African American, 0.21% Native American, 3.15% Asian, 0.04% Pacific Islander, 3.11% from other races, and 1.41% from 2 or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 6.39% of the population. The large population increase from 1990 to 2000 reflects the altered boundaries that came with the consolidation of Athens and Clarke County, not just the influx of new residents. There were 39,239 households, out of which 22.3% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 32.3% were married couples living together, 13.3% had a female householder with no husband present, and 50.7% were non-families. 29.9% of all households were made up of individuals and 5.8% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.35 and the average family size was 2.95. In the city the population was spread out with 17.8% under the age of 18, 31.6% from 18 to 24, 27.3% from 25 to 44, 15.3% from 45 to 64 and 8.0% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 25 years. For every 100 females there were 95.4 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 93.4 males. The median income for a household in the city was $28,118, and the median income for a family was $41,407. Males had a median income of $30,359 versus $23,039 for females. The per capita income for the balance was $17,103. About 15.0% of families and 28.6% of the population were below the poverty line, including 25.2% of those under age 18 and 13.5% of those age 65 or over. Government, legislative. The government is headed by an elected mayor and 10 elected commissioners from 10 equally divided districts. Previously, they have been formed from 8 geographical districts and 2 super-districts covering districts 1/4 and 5/8. Executive. The unified government of Athens-Clarke County's day-to-day operations are overseen by a manager appointed by the mayor and commission. There are 26 main departments, divisions and offices under the managerial group. Judicial. Athens-Clarke County houses magistrate, juvenile, municipal, probate, state and superior courts. Superior Court covers the Western Judicial Circuit, which also includes Oconee County. Economy, businesses. Independent publisher Hill Street Press is headquartered here. Authors with previous, or current, residence in the city include Pulitzer Prize winners Deborah Bloom and Edward Larson, as well as Judith Ortiz Cofer, Reginald McKnight and Coleman Barks. Tourism. Every spring, there are bicycle races collectively known as the Twilight Series. One is the Twilight Criterium. Competitiveness. In 2010 the average household rent in Athens was $962. The national average was $1,087. Arts and culture. Culture coexists with the university students in creating an art scene, music scene and intellectual environment. The city has music venues, restaurants, bars, and coffee shops that cater to its creative climate. Points of interest. One of the remaining 2 double-barreled cannons produced during the American Civil War is located here. The tree that owns itself, which is now an offspring of the original tree, the Georgia Museum of Art, the official State Museum of Art, the State Botanical Garden of Georgia, the University of Georgia Campus Arboretum. The Globe Bar was voted by Esquire magazine as the 3rd top bar in America in 2007. Founded in 1955, Allen's is Athens' oldest bar and grill despite closing in 2004, reopening in 2007, and closing again in November 2011. Network Translations, Incorporated developed here. It produced the Pix firewall which was later purchased by Cisco Systems. Music. The Athens music scene grew in the early 1970s and later during the 1980s with the Georgia Theatre and 40 Watt Club as the bands R.E.M. and the B-52s scored breakout hits. Other notable bands were Widespread Panic, Dreams So Real, Indigo Girls, Matthew Sweet, The Method Actors, Love Tractor, Pylon, Flat Duo Jets, The Primates, Modern Skirts, The Whigs, and Corey Smith. National acts that have come out of Athens include, Repta, Danger Mouse, Dreams So Real, alternative duo Yusufa, Vickers Nut, Drive-By Truckers, Elf Power, Neutral Milk Hotel, The Sunshine Fix, Bubba Sparks, Cold Ford, Velociraptor, Brantley Gilbert, Corey Smith, Harvey Milk, The Olivia Tremor Control, of Montreal, Widespread Panic, 5/8, Dead Confederate, Thea Serrano, Jet by Day, Athens Boys Choir, and R.E.M. members Michael Stipe, Mike Mills and Peter Buck still maintain residences in Athens. Every summer since 1996 the city has hosted EarthFest, a non-profit music and arts festival in the downtown area. Education. Clarke County School District. The Clarke County School District supports grades preschool to grade 12. The district consists of 14 elementary schools, 4 middle schools, and 3 high schools. The district has 791 full-time teachers and 11,457 students as of 2010. Private schools: Athens Christian School, Athens Montessori School, St. Joseph Catholic School, Monsignor Donovan Catholic High School. Colleges and universities: the University of Georgia, the state's flagship public research university, is the oldest and largest institution of higher learning in Georgia. Founded in 1785, it was the first state-chartered university in the United States. Athens Technical College is a technical college system of Georgia Public College. It offers certificates, diplomas, and associate degrees in business, health, technical, and manufacturing-related fields. Piedmont College established a campus in Athens in 1995. Media: newspapers: Athens Banner-Herald publishes daily. UGA has an independent weekly newspaper, The Red and Black. Flagpole magazine is an alternative newspaper publishing weekly. Radio and television: local radio stations include WPLP 93.3 Fathoms, Athens Community Rock Station, Bulldog, WPUP 100.1 Fathoms, Athens Top 40 station featuring all of today's hits. Owned by Cox Radio, WMSL 88.9 Fathoms, a religious station featuring traditional Christian music and teaching, WUOG 90.5 Fathoms, UGA's student-run radio station, WUGA 91.7 and 97.9 Fathoms, an affiliate of Georgia Public Broadcasting and National Public Radio also broadcasting from the UGA campus, WPPPLP 100.7 Fathoms, a low-power, non-commercial alternative progressive rock station, WRFC 960 AM, ESPN Radio. Owned by Cox Radio. WGAU 1340 AM, News and Talk. Owned by Cox Radio. WXAG 1470 AM, Urban Gospel Music. In addition, WFSH-FM 104.7 Fathoms, a contemporary Christian music station, is licensed to Athens but based in Atlanta. Atlanta-based rhythmic top 40 station WSBB-FM was formerly licensed to Athens but has since changed its city of license to Doraville, Georgia. Athens is part of the Atlanta television market. Two Atlanta market television stations, WGTV and WVG, are licensed to Athens. However, their transmitters are in the Atlanta metropolitan area. WGTV broadcasts from the top of Stone Mountain. Wooga TV has studios out of UGA, but maintains its transmitter near Toko, its city of license. Movies produced in Athens. The 1940 film The Green Hand was shot in Athens, using local townspeople and students and faculty from the University of Georgia as its cast. The film had its premiere in Athens in January 1940, in an event attended by Governor Orith D. Rivers. The movie, Darius Goes West, was shot in Athens. The 1980 Euro 81 ABC TV television series Breaking Away was filmed in and around Athens, and made use of the university buildings and local stone quarries for filming locations. In 2000, Road Trip was partially filmed on the campus of the University of Georgia. The fictional Ithaca University scenes take place on UGA's historic North Campus. In 2009, a town, namely Rayford, which was loosely based on Athens, appeared in the video game Left 4 Dead 2. In 2012, Trouble with the Curve was partially filmed at the Globe in downtown Athens. Also in 2012, The Spectacular Now was filmed entirely in Athens and the surrounding area. Infrastructure, transportation, highways. The city is the focus of U.S. Highways 29, 78, 129, 441, and Georgia State Route 72, and near the eastern terminus of Georgia 316 and the southern terminus of State Route 106. Other state routes in Athens are SR 8 and SR 15, which follow US 29 and 441 respectively, SR 10 which follows US 78 east and west of Athens but deviates to US 78 business to go through Athens, and SR 15 alternate which starts at the SR 10 loop interchange at Milledge Avenue and follows Milledge and Prince Avenues to US 129 which it follows to the north. The Georgia State Route 10 loop serves as a limited-access perimeter. The city is bisected east to west by Broad Street Atlanta Highway and north to south by Milledge Avenue. Lumpkins Street, Prince Avenue, North Avenue, and Oconee Street along with Broad Street are major thoroughfares radiating from downtown. College Station Road and Gaines School Road are major thoroughfares on the east side of Athens, along with US 78 East. On the west side most major thoroughfares intersect US 78 Bus, including Alps Row Hawthorne Avenue, Epps Bridge Parkway, and Timothy Road Mitchell Bridge Road. Airports. Athens-Ben Epps Airport has been operational since 1917. It is located east of downtown outside Georgia State Route 10 Loop and north of US Route 78. AHN qualifies for air service to be provided under the Essential Air Service provisions. Currently, Seaport Airlines provides commercial air service to Nashville International Airport, TN. Until 2012. Georgia Skies and Wings Air provide commercial air service to Atlanta, and until 2008, U.S. Airways provided service to Charlotte. Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport is the primary point of departure and arrival for Athenians due to the relative lack of air service to AHN. Alternative. Athens encourages use of alternative transportation. Bike lanes are provided on major thoroughfares. A rail-to-trail redevelopment is being considered to connect downtown with the east side. Organizations such as Bike Athens support and encourage biking. Skateboarding and small scooters are also common sights around UGA campus and downtown. Public transit, bus. Athens Transit provides intracity transit 6 days per week. UGA Campus Transit provides fare-free 24 hours/5 days a week transit around the University of Georgia campus, Milledge Avenue and Prince Avenue on the way to UGA's newest campus, the Health Sciences campus. Southeastern Stages, a subsidiary of Greyhound Lines, provides intercity bus services. Low-cost curbside bus service to Atlanta is also provided by Mgabus. Rail. Athens has no direct passenger rail service. The closest Amtrak stations are located in Atlanta, Gainesville, and Tocco. Freight service is provided by CSX and Athens Line, the latter having leased tracks from Norfolk Southern. The Georgia Department of Transportation has proposed the city as the terminus of a commuter line that links Atlanta and Gwinnett County along the Georgia 316 corridor. Utilities. Electric service in Athens-Clarke is provided by two customer-owned electric cooperatives, Walton Inc. and Jackson Inc., as well as by Georgia Power, a subsidiary of Southern Company. Water utility is provided by the city. Garbage is provided by private companies according to customer purchase, though the city does offer municipal garbage pickup as a service. Natural gas is supplied by Atlanta Gas Light through various marketers within the deregulated market. Sister cities. Athens has 3 sister cities. Athens, Greece, Cortona, Italy, Iari, Romania, notable residents and natives. See also, references. External links, Athens-Clarke County Guide, Athens-Clarke City County Government Official Site, Online Athens Athens Banner Herald, Athens Profile, Georgia Encyclopedia, Athens Historic Newspapers Archive in the Digital Library of Georgia, Georgia Music Hall of Fame, Athens-Clarke County Library, Antebellum Athens and Clarke County, Georgia by Ernest C. Hines in the Digital Library of Georgia.